Hey, this is Dave from Trantech Computers, and we're going to do a Keeper setup from scratch. So I've got my instructional email where it says set up your account now, so we're going to click on that one, and then it says set up account. So we click the big yellow button here, and that will take us in to set up our password manager for the first time. The demo at trantech.com.au is what we've got, so let's go next. Now it's going to ask for a master password. Now a master password is something you're going to have to type a fair bit. We don't want a short password, we don't want something you've used somewhere else, we want something with length. So I like to sort of suggest things like the songs, lyrics to a song, or at least 3 different words that are unrelated are good examples, but you can put whatever you'd like there. So, but you can't forget it, because if you forget it, it is all gone. So in this case, we are going to go with Black Hat 342 $ eats. What are we going to eat? Eat what? Eat cake. Cool, so we've got a long passphrase there. So it's got the complexity and it's also got length. So length is what we care about more than anything else, but complexity is also important. I'm going to confirm that one. I accept the details, and next, and we're creating our account. So that's step 1, make your master password. Step 2 is if Google asks you, do not remember the password here. So we're going to ignore that one there. Now the first thing you do once you've set up your account is it wants to import your existing email passwords. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go next, and it's going to install a little tool called Keeper Tool. So in the bottom right corner, you can see down here, it's downloading Keeper Tool at the moment. Once it's finished installing, we are going to run it. Nice and easy. It won't take very long to set up. It's going to ask us for a code. And once we put that code in there, then it's going to import all our passwords. So here it is over here. So we're going to go copy, and I'm going to paste that into here, go import. And it's going to bring all my passwords that I've got from Google Chrome. It's going to save directly into my vault. So I don't have to remember what they all are. So I've got 2 passwords in here. I've got one for Loom, which is the recording software we're using, and I've got a Gmail one, both on our demo account. And we're going to go add to Keeper. Great work. So our passwords are now secure. So now we've pulled in our passwords from Google Chrome into Keeper straight away. Next thing it's going to ask is if you would like to import passwords for applications. The answer is no, we're not doing that at this stage. So we can hit no. Now this is a quick tour on how to get going. So your passwords and files are stored in your vault called Keeper. Let's do this together. So let's do this. So in the top corner, we've got create now, and this is where you can create a brand new record. So we're going to create a brand new record, click record, and I'm going to create one called Hotmail. Okay, so Hotmail is going to be the password. So log in there, and in this case, it's going to be demo at trantech.com.au, because that's my address, and my password for demo. Cool. And then the website we're going to go to, which is hotmail.com. Now you don't have to do this straight away because you've imported all your records, but this is just an example of doing that. We're going to press save. And we've saved it in there. Awesome, we've created our first record. Go us. Okay, what's the next step? Next step is we're going to install the extension. Now this is arguably the most important part. So we're going to press install now. Now we use Google Chrome in this case, but you can use this on other ones. So we're going to go add to Chrome, and it's going to add the extension into Chrome. And this is the bit where we're going to log into our Keeper Vault all the time. So let's go for it. Okay, do we want to turn on sync here? Yeah, we will. Let me cancel that for now, actually. Okay, so now we've got a little jigsaw piece in the top right corner. We're going to click on the jigsaw piece and press pin. And you can see our new icon up here called Keeper. So this is our password vault, and this is where we're going to store all our passwords and how we're going to be access them and retrieve them as well. Okay, so from here, let's go close this one, and we'll go next. Let's do it. So we've done that next step there, and we've got our extension up here. Okay, next one is it wants us to click on payments and identities. You can add payment details, you can add other details in there. We're not going to be worried about that at the moment. So we're going to go past that one, so we'll just skip that particular step. And next step, which is super, super important, is to turn on multi-factor or 2-factor authentication. So instead of just a password, we also need another way to get in. So we're going to enable this now because it's really important. Now you've got different options here. You can use text messages, you can use authenticators, or you can even use a physical security key. So a physical security key is something like an YubiKey. So an YubiKey is like this little device. It plugs in the side of your computer and you physically touch it as your 2-factor security. So text messaging is the weakest. Apps are considered a medium, and the tokens are considered probably the strongest. But text message is still totally acceptable. I'm quite happy for you to have text messages. The reason that they're weakest is potentially your phone number could be stolen, could be ported out, which is still a difficult challenge, but it's something that can happen. So in this case here, I'm going to set up text messages, and I'll set it up to the work number. So I'm going to drop down, go to Australia, okay, and put my phone number in, 04. Hit next, and it's going to send me a magic code, and we're going to have to confirm that code. So the code will come in by text message. So here it is now. So, and I'm just going to type that code in. Okay, now your options here on how long you're going to stay in. Now this will affect the security of your device. If you have to put it in every time, you've got stronger security. Every 30 days, you've definitely lowered your security, but it's still there. And don't ask again. Again, you've lowered your security, but your physical risk is probably the bigger challenge versus your virtual risk. So this is still a way better. My personal advice is to put it on every time. However, 30 days is acceptable. So we're going to go every time, hit next, and it's going to give us some codes. So these codes here are codes to get back into your vault again in the worst case scenario that you forgot your you lose your two-factor authentication. Now that's where phone number is great, because you can move your phone number from one phone to another if you lost your phone, or if it's an app, potentially you could lock yourself out of your account. Okay, so now we're back at the login page again, because we have added two-factor. It wants to verify us. So we're going to go back in again, Q, and it wants our master password. So here's my master password I made for a demo account. I'm going to copy, well, first of all, it wants a verification code, apologies. So another text message has come in, and we're going to chuck that in there now. Cool. And it's going to ask every time, every 30 days. Now, as I said, we're going to go every day, every time, because we're being aggressive at the moment. So hit next, and then it's going to give us the option to put our master password in, which I've got on my clipboard, so I've just pasted that in there. Okay, now, the next step is to set up some security questions, just in case you do ever forget your master password. This is your only chance to go back. Now, a security question can be whatever you like it to be. You don't want it to be information that can be found on Facebook or publicly available. You want it to be information that is personal to you, and so this can be a little bit tricky. So what type of lounge suite do I have? And I am going to put my answer in here and there. Hit the magic save, and it's the brand lounge suite. Okay, cool. So that's going to be my only chance to get my master password back if I stuff up. So that is the initial setup for a start. I'll make another video with the next step.